Hey everybody. Okay. Yay. Hi. Just checking in. I'm here at my host's house. Someone that I met online on this traveler website called Couchsurfing. And he happens to live in the jungle. I'm in Florianopolis, which is an island in southern state of Brazil called Santa Catarina. He lives on top of this mountain. He doesn't have electricity. There's a bunch of monkeys that are everywhere. If you listen carefully, there's some crazy bird, I think. But, of course, it's very hot. I've been sweating a bunch going to the beach. And so I need to wash my clothes. So I'm here to show you guys how I have to do that. So I have my buckets over here. And I put my dirty clothes inside of the bucket. And I let it sit for a while. I use the Dr. Bronner's Magic Soap. It has like 30 different uses, it says. It has like all essential oils and everything. The one that I use is peppermint. It makes you very tingly. So anyway, you let your clothes sit in the soapy water for a while. And then you take this washboard and you take your item that just came out of the soap and you squeeze all the excess water out of it. You stretch the item on the washboard and then you rub it up and down like this. And then all the excess water goes into this man-made little tub that Leo made. Leo's the host. Then, since my clothes aren't really stained, I don't really need the washboard that much. But it's good to kind of just rub it through once or twice in case there's any extra dust or whatever. And put it on the side, and later that will go on the clothing line. So yeah, life here is very rustic. Like I said, there's no electricity, which has been interesting. But I actually really like it. I remember when I lived in the East Village, I would always have to deal with the really bright street light that would be shining into my room. And I always felt like it was kind of intrusive and interrupting my sleep. And here, the only light that there really is moonlight and the starlight. And there is some light that comes in from the city itself, which is like down below this mountain. But it's very quiet. I mean, there's no people up here. And I've been spending my time mostly going into the city and going to the beach and stuff. But today I decided that I needed to stay home and clean my clothes and just kind of relax. Because yesterday I biked for like 5 hours. Like, it wasn't all at once. But I biked 2 hours to the gay beach called Praia Mole, which was absolutely fabulous. Like, it was gorgeous. I met some amazing people. And then when I biked back, it was really late, and I had this bike. I could have taken the bus, but they wouldn't allow the bike on the bus. And I would have liked to leave the bike in the city, but it's not my bike, so, and it's not my city, so I didn't know if that would be safe or whatever. So I ended up biking back, and it was kind of dark, but I mean, I made it back. It was totally safe, but it just took a while because I wasn't exactly sure of the directions. And I've been meeting some fabulous people. I mean, just people here are just so incredibly beautiful and so open. Like, I feel like I've made 1 million friends already. The people are so hospitable. They're so curious about my life, and thankfully, I'll never forget Adriana Albuquerque. I think that's how you pronounce her name. That was my Portuguese teacher in Brazil. I'll never forget her, and I love her so much for teaching me Portuguese. And all the other people too, like all my friends that are Brazilian that I've met, who have helped me to speak the language. I am so grateful to them because the fact that I speak Portuguese really allows me to see the people here in a way that's very much their, like, very much in, like, their true nature. You know, I can really pick up on the subtleties of their language and find out which types of slang they use and all of that, which when they're speaking English, you know, like in the United States or whatever, you're not really going to pick up on the subtleties of their language. So I've just found myself so grateful of all my teachers, you know, Portuguese teachers, and then also the people who helped me to understand Brazilian culture. And people keep on saying to me, "Você fala bem português. You speak good Portuguese," you know? And people are always complimenting me on that. And it just feels really good, you know? It's so easy to just make friends here and be with people. And yeah, I mean, yesterday when I was at the beach, I was kind of nervous for a while because, not nervous, but just felt kind of alone. And I wasn't wearing what I normally like to wear. You know, I just felt like I was trying to conform to Brazilian society a lot, even though it was a very totally safe place, you know, families and all this stuff. It was a gay beach. I just felt like I found myself kind of not being true to myself. And so I bought a caipirinha, which is this little cocktail, and I sat down and I drank it, and I just decided, you know, I'm going to ground myself and I'm going to just watch. And I did some meditating, and I realized, okay, I'm cool now. I grounded myself, I centered myself, I put on my skirt, and then I started walking along the beach. I made so many friends. I met this guy from Argentina who ended up telling me about his brother who died, and we had this deep, deep conversation. And then, you know, some other guy was telling me about his relationships, and then I ended up meeting a group of gay guys from all around different places in Brazil, and we ended up hanging out for a few hours together, and they gave me a ride back to where my bike was parked and all this stuff. So I just realized that once I was myself, the other people could see, hey, look, there's someone who's being authentic, there's someone who's being true. And it made me feel I feel empowered to really step out of maybe my comfort zone or my desire to fit in and just be myself. And once I walked through that kind of fear, everything opened up for me yesterday, you know? So, also the reason why I was wearing the skirt was because I had biked a lot, like I said, and my thighs were getting kind of red, and I really didn't want to get burnt. Because I don't really like sunblock too much. I don't like how it feels on my skin, and I don't know if it's good for my skin, but I do protect my skin by wearing long sleeve shirts and whatever covers my skin. So, oh shit. Oh my god, there's a snake. Okay, it's not near me, but it's there. Oh my god. Hope it's not a cobra. I'm going inside. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go inside now. No, I'm not. That's really funny though. I haven't seen a snake here yet, but Leo told me that there was one. Okay, people. Well, anyway, thank you so much for listening. You got to see how I'm washing my clothes, and I'm gonna post something soon. Some writing. Okay, love you.